So confident.
Oh.
I was like, yes.
All right. Among a group of disabled women aged 65 or older who were tracked for several years, those who had a B12 deficiency were twice as likely to suffer severe depression as those who did not. Is this an observational study or an experiment?
Oh, wait.
I feel way too close.
We were tracked for several years. I'm thinking experiment. But since you didn't write it down, I'm going to go observational study.
What kind?
Retrospective.
The one that's
I
current.
think it's prospective.
Which is the one that's in the past.
Prospective, because they're talking about what's
Prospective, because it's current. Observational study.
I don't know anymore.
I thought I was holding this upside down with the cap off. And I was really confused.
Who were the subjects studied?
Wait.
Disabled women?
65.
Of 65 and older?
Disabled women.
This is so good.
65 plus with a B12 deficiency.
Is that a vitamin?
I'm really
Yes.
close to the board and I can't do it because my eyes are like focused on the one letter.
I apparently
and it's
can't
letter
spell.
by letter and it's really-
I see. It's fine. I understand.
You can sit in front of me. You can sit in front of me.
I could.
I wouldn't mind.
Berkeley, I thought you didn't look at the board.
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the board because I'm behind and I didn't listen the first time you said it, so I have to look at the board.
I know, when I don't listen, I get so far behind because, like, you keep going, and then when you're behind, like, there's no catching up.
Yeah, your hands right
Like
really
today,
fast. I don't think
in
that's
pre-cal, literally, I was 2 whole sections behind you. Like, not even, like, sentences or anything, like,
No, you
2
just.
sections.
I mean,
and
everyone
you were
was
done,
trying to
and
write
I had
sentence.
2 sections left to write.
I think you need to like write a sentence and then like breathe for a minute, and then write.
I don't even think I write fast.
Okay.
You write so fast.
Just
it's
don't
incredible.
be like that. We're all like, oh, we write fast. Like I used to think I write fast, and then I met you, and I'm like,
I write slow in general, so, like,
That's
that's
true.
why I get 2 sections behind. I even listened for the first
I want to be like something
No,
about depression for the next one.
Today in pre-cal, you were going so fast, and I was like, she is going a lot faster than usual. Like you weren't even taking breaks in between, like to take a breath. You were like,
Everybody closed their books and you guys were done. I still have 2 sections left. And I was like, what is going on?
Do you breathe when you talk?
Yeah,
In your
usually.
Are you sure?
I mean, sometimes my watch tells me I need to breathe, but like.
I think that's why.
All right. What is the parameter of
They
interest?
want to see how they suffered depression, right?
Depression level.
I should feel smart.
What is the nature and scope of the conclusion the study can reach?
Those who had a vitamin B12 deficiency were twice as
Disabled women
likely.
65 or
No,
older
what?
with a B12 vitamins.
No.
So
Mine was
I'm
right.
gonna ask: is this a study or an experiment?
Oh, wait, no, I can't do anything? I can't do anything.
Loser.
So since
Mm.
this is
I feel disappointed.
not
A trick
And-
question? It is a trick question.
experiment, so no cause and effect. I also realize the sentence makes no sense.
yeah, it's supposed to be the other way.
Can be proven,
What?
may, I can't, discover,
I'm so confused.
I'm trying to fix this. And I
since this is not an experiment, no cause and effect can be proven.
So just get rid of the so.
May,
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't
May
actually get the
discover-
answer yet.
an association.
There was a so.
There was a so.
I got rid of the so.
I heard.
You know what's funny? I didn't write a so.
See, you just knew it didn't make sense and you just deleted
Knew
it.
it.
Everybody else over here like, how do we fix
I
this?
just wrote it.
I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know how to fix it.
I just wrote it.
This is
This is
that
a-
one sound where it's like. What would
Okay,
you
I don't
do?
even see what's so wrong with the so. Like I understand it doesn't make
Because it
sense.
just doesn't make sense. Since this
But you
is not an
still
experiment,
understand.
so no cause and effect can be
You
proven.
can
That's
still
what I was
understand where it's going.
It needed a comma if I was going to leave the so.
Commas kill.
This is not an experiment.
It's
Experiment,
not.
So no. happened? Did I break my head?
One of those boxes is broken, I think. No, like it was already broken.
Oh. Okay.
Maddie's like, oh no, not me again.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's
You just,
really hot
do you remember when you
here.
broke
It's
Mr.
really
Sax's present bags?
God, Chris,
So broken.
I broke his bag.
Good job.
No.
No, I bet it was a
What if there's
some
stupid
little
eighth
eighth
grader
grader.
broke his whale, and I'm like outraged. It's like half of its tail is off now. Like it's just broken.
I don't like 8th graders. Sometimes
That's
they
why I don't
smell
teach
bad.
them.
They're annoying, and I think that they should be deleted.
All right.
Deleted?
Just had like a twang to that.
Yeah.
You're right. She wasn't
All right.
All right.
All right.
Come on.
I can't. Okay. Principles of experimental design. Control. Also known as the setting. It rules. Wait, sorry, hold on. It doesn't rule. Rules and parameters.
It rules.
It rules and parameters.
Yes.
That's why I'm a math teacher. That might affect. Effect or affect? I think it's affect.
Affect, yeah.
A.
Bruh. If I
Results.
said affect, that would not give her an answer. So yes.
Effect.
But aren't part of the
I
experiment.
couldn't even write a whole word without laughing right now.
I'm trying to go slower, people. This is a struggle.
You don't necessarily have to read it. You just take bigger breaks.
Yeah, this is great. This is a good
You're going.
speed.
I'm fine. You could go faster like you were in pre-cal.
No, you don't have to.
No.
No, you guys don't understand. Like,
I don't want to
she was
understand.
going like
You
90
think I
words
want
a
to?
minute.
Dude, that video is only like 12 minutes. I thought it was like 15 or
You
20.
were going so fast. Because like I was usually like kind of behind. You like give like you're like explain it a little bit so you have the little time, and I'm like, whoa.
The whole section.
What would you do if your class's hand fell off because of this?
I was so far behind. And
I literally only gave him a page and a half of notes. It wasn't even that many.
No, it's not that it was a lot. It was just like she was going so fast.
Speedy.
All right, randomize. Reduce bias.
Oh no! What?
Oh, we're talking about bias again?
Even out. Variation. Can't. Among treatment groups.
What? I'm writing in a really pretty color.
Me too.
Me too. It's.
I'm
I'm
kind
taking
of,
pencil.
I'm not gonna lie. I might have
It's
been
just
writing
so
in that color, and then I
aesthetically
changed the
pleasing.
color, and then I changed the color again, just because I like writing in different colors. It's a little bit.
This color is just very much satisfying me right now.
It
That's
is
why.
so pretty. How on the board it
Dude,
is.
I almost came. Well, actually, I did come in. My jacket is like light blue. This is my UNC, my light blue, and I was almost gonna wear a light blue snowflake headband today. I would have been so blue. Madam Blueberry. Nobody else is paying attention. Hey,
That's kind of.
replicate. Larger sources of data are better to study.
Treatment groups.
What?
I'm still.
There's like a whole line behind. Results
Okay, is it her or is it you?
from what?
You are the one who's speedy over here.
She was goofing off with Taylor.
Ew.
Me.
Yeah, that's true.
I wanted to see Periwinkle.
This is
But I
periwinkle.
wanted to see it in here. So I could see it.
She wants to see it in its natural state.
I wanted
Results
to see it.
from
I
one
can't-
individual
You don't want to see that color?
I can see the color, but I can't see it. Like, with my
are anecdotal
What color do you see?
my colorful eyes.
See, what color?
Screens just-
Oh, that is not what I heard.
and not valid.
Oh, what?
I don't see any green, Sarah. There is no green on that thing, except for on the top right.
Oh, my knee.
Sort of.
My knee hurts.
Right.
I don't like knees.
I think I have some like arthritis or something.
Just
I have like
Already?
I have like achondroplasia, but like
You want to say that in like in like dumb people terms, not big.
the gel sac that's under your kneecap.
Yeah.
It disperses, but doesn't come back together.
Oh, that's not I think
Every
that sounds
time.
Bad.
Well, it can be, but it like it'll like flare up.
Wait, what is that word?
Anecdotal, I assume is the word you're asking about.
Yeah, what?
Okay, I need to write smaller or just be
I
better.
I wrote larger sources of data are better.
If
to
you
strong.
do it sideways,
I don't know
it'll
why.
still save the
I
picture
said
that way, but
strong,
it makes
but
it
I
easier
really
to
thought that
gives you
was
more
better.
space.
You're right. You're right.
All right, block. Grouping
Actually, that made a really big difference.
based on similarities and this one is not required.
Oh, my word! I was trying to finish before you did. Then I misspelled it, so I'm gonna go
I
back.
remember in like 7th grade, since we would do Bible notes, and I would race with like the person beside me just so you could finish the Bible notes, and those Bible notes were not legible at all. Like I would be racing and going so fast, and I'd look back at them, and they're like, just one person.
Well, she'd always beat me, so we know it wasn't me. She'd remember that.
No.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Done.
Wait.
Done.
Oh my. Can you go? Okay. Can you go back?
Brooke,
I'm sorry.
You.
I wrote something wrong because I'm rereading it, and I wrote the same phrase twice, and now my sentence makes no sense. I wrote the one individual R, one individual, and that's just no. Okay, you're good. Thank you very much.
I did do that.
Anytime. Hello. There we go.
Hello?
No, I was being number 11.
All right. Insomnia.
Ah, that must be me, guys.
Recall the experiment investigating the effectiveness of exercise in combating insomnia. The experiment involved other groups of subjects who didn't exercise. Researchers assigned 40 volunteers to an exercise program. Why didn't the experiments have everyone exercise and see if their ability to sleep improved?
Well,
You need a
because they.
control group.
Okay. Good job. That's not what I was gonna say. I mean,
I know it wasn't.
basically.
Yeah, that's why I spoke.
Gives us a
Yeah.
group to compare to. Okay, which would be our control group.
B, I think because bias is bad. And if you don't randomize it,
Cuts on my wrists
it's just.
that I didn't make. And
Yeah, basically. All right, so why was it important to randomize in deciding who would exercise? Brooke said we got to get rid of bias, okay, which is essentially a shortened term for we need to even out the variation in treatment groups, okay, to eliminate potential bias,
What
or
if I said get rid of bias? Would you be like, or no?
it'd be fine.
Okay. I'm gonna try to remember this, but when I get to the test, then I'm like, don't. You'll see get rid of
I
bias.
write get rid of bias, but it makes more sense in my brain. Yeah, I memorized that.
Oh, guys, they're using my methods. You just gotta think dumb person, but smart at the same time.
I think like, what's the easiest answer to the question, and then I'm like, how do I put this in a smart way?
Yeah.
Like, cause that's usually the right answer.
How do I beef this out?
Yeah. All right. What would be the advantages and disadvantages to using 100 subjects instead of 40?
Well, I know 100. There was something about a larger thingy being better.
The more accurate it'll be. It's like closer to the actual result.
Okay, so the pros would be larger sample size, which is always good.
Harder to
That's less variation as well.
So Wallart's right there.
Well, we haven't written our cons yet, but yeah. Our cons would be that it could give more lurking variables. The cost could go up. And that it could take longer to evaluate all of those people.
It's true.
You're the one who told me. You said it was on the plus. Well, I don't know if it is.
Suppose some of the 40 subjects had maintained a healthy weight, but others were quite overweight. Why might researchers choose to block the subjects by weight level before randomly assigning them or assigning some of each group to the exercise program?
I don't know.
I'm waiting for next Sunday.
Is it like some of these? I feel like this question. I don't know if it's. I feel like you have to be like intelligent in more aspects than stats to know, and I don't.
All right, so for this one, blocking is good. If we feel overweight versus non-overweight people might react differently to treatment. I wasn't sure where my mask was, but it's over there.
Also, do you see something that I don't see?
No, I was just looking at it, looking for it. All right. Statistically significant is a result that stands out but is unlikely to be a result of natural variation.
Why does it do that?
I don't know.
What was it?
My shoulder. I think 28 seasons of sports did it to me.
Yeah, well, that would make sense.
That's a lot of seasons.
But fun. Until your shoulder cracks like that. It doesn't hurt, right?
Not usually. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it'll like catch and then I'm like,
Oh, yeah. I get that sometimes my O has to pop. And
Oh,
it,
that's
like,
disgusting.
stops
That is
right
the
here,
most
and I'm like,
disgusting.
why
oh
are
yeah,
you
sometimes
not
mine will
doing
get stuck and I have to pop it and it hurts really
Oh, my
bad.
hip does that. Like, I'll be walking and then it'll start popping and it gets stuck and then I have to, like,
Guys, I don't have that problem.
Like, stretch
When
it out
when
and
anything pops, it stays out.
I don't know who decided to bring this chair, but I think it was the best decision ever.
No, but like actually,
It's-
it's tilty too.
I honestly don't even know where the top of it is.
I don't either, but I love
It's
it.
on the table.
Oh, I was like, I genuinely don't.
It never needs to be fixed because it's just like the
No,
perfect
but like
little
look,
thing.
but like, we review really quick. I learned this in pre-cal. Yeah, I was sitting on it and I went to lean and I was like, I didn't fall, but it was why
It's a footrest.
All right, a control group is a baseline treatment level.
Baseline.
Yeah, we're running laps.
I don't like hearing that word.
My basketball team yesterday decided that when I told one of them, because I had carpool, I came in and I said, hey, can you make sure everybody gets started at 3:30? I came down at 3:35 and they were goofing off and they hadn't started yet. And I asked her, I said, why haven't y'all started? And she said, I told them that we needed to start and they told me that they wouldn't start until you were down here. So I called them all over and I said, why did y'all not start when you were supposed to? And they were like, we didn't hear her, we didn't do this. And she was like, you guys literally looked at me and told me that we weren't starting until she got down here. And I was like, that's it, 5 laps. And then a couple of them didn't have their practice jersey, so they were like, we already ran our 5 laps. I was like, okay. And so then they were like, do we have to run 5 more? I was like, yes, you do.
Did the one girl have to run the 5 laps, or did she just sit there and watch?
She ran. I wouldn't have made her, but she just did. I'm like, okay.
See, this is why I don't like people.
Well,
They're
that was
just
admirable of her. Sticking with her
Taylor, use little girl words.
You don't know what admirable means?
No.
You know what it means?
kind, Berkeley.
All right. Blinding. Individuals associated with experiment who are not aware of how treatments are assigned.
This really does not feel very mathy at all.
Yeah, I'm not here for it.
It's like a weird science that I just, ouch. It's just no.
All right, the first option is single blind, where the participant doesn't know.
Wouldn't it kind of ruin it if the person, like, when you think of like the placebo effect, wouldn't it kind of ruin it if the teacher,
No, certain
you don't
tests, like,
know?
it helps to see if it's like a brain thing or not.
Yeah, I mean, they'll find out afterwards, but that's the point where they don't know, so that way, like, they'll be able to figure out if you made it up, or, like, if it was really all in your head, or if the medicine actually worked.
I feel so stupid if someone told me, yeah, you really weren't given the medicine, you just thought you were better. I'd be like,
Isn't that what Advil does? Like, it actually doesn't help you, it's just your brain thinking you're taking medicine that helps you?
Did you hear that from Mr. Fletcher?
No, I just...
No, I was getting ready to say that because Mr. Fletcher tried to convince us that when I had his Bible class that
Maybe.
that Tylenol didn't actually do anything for a headache. It's mental. Like, you believe that, like, it's gonna fix your headache, so it'll fix your headache. I don't know about that one.
I also don't know about that one.
I was just joking. I don't actually think that's true, because...
I don't either. I think in some cases it might be, but, like, I don't know. I also do believe that it makes a difference, because sometimes it makes a difference if I take, like, 2 or 4.
Yeah.
Over here taking 8.
maybe no, but
Andrew Hustle, he would take like an entire handful, just pour it into his hand.
That's so
I
not
remember,
healthy.
I don't know what school it was, but they announced him during lineups for basketball, and they called him Hut Shell, and I laughed so hard. Oh my gosh. And now every time I hear his last name, I'm like,
All right, so a double blind is where the participant and the researcher don't know.
oh, I misspelled research. I always misspell research.
How?
I just put the A in the wrong place.
Video
Yes, exactly like that.
Oh no, I'm not gonna have enough room.
What?
That's a
Wow,
problem.
that's a really grumpy face.
This is a problem.
What's the problem?
This one.
I don't.
I need more space.
Oh,
Well, okay, blow it up and then you write small.
Whoa. Look, it's just.
No, like,
It's
well, I'm doing it
blankness.
so I can fit it in better. Yeah. You have to move it over a lot, but it gives you more room.
All right. Some schools teach reading using phonics, the sounds made by letters and other languages.
Clearly, I didn't look.
Other language is to lose language.
Use who language?
You're good on words.
Use who language?
whoa.
Use
Where do you even see that?
word language. Who
Word recognition. I don't know. Okay. Suppose a school district wants to know which method works better. Suggest an appropriate experiment. Diagram the experiment and be sure to identify the factors, levels, treatments, response variable, and role of randomization.
Okay, I think it's supposed to be who used. Just flip
No,
it
I
around.
think it's Whovillian. Like the language, like from the Whovilles.
What?
Probably.
That's easy.
All right. So our diagram.
That is not Dr. Seuss.
We're gonna have reading teachers' classrooms.
What'd you say? Sorry. What did you
Reading
say?
teachers' classrooms.
Grinch is where Whoville was.
Okay, I'm good now. I'm sorry.
This is the Grinch.
We're gonna have 2 options coming off of it. We're gonna have phonics, and we're gonna have word recognition. And then we're gonna compare the results on a reading test.
Oh, misspelled. I was never. I don't think I was really good at phonics.
I clearly am not because I'm dyslexic.
Clearly am not. Sorry,
Reading?
Bailey.
Or is that reading?
Reading.
Reading.
Yeah, reading. It is? Yeah, why would it be reading, Sarah?
I don't
Oh, I asked.
know. See, Sarah thought so too.
I had to just fix it. Whoa.
Oh, wow. I can't read up and down, I guess.
Random.
That's why you like
Random. Okay, I don't think I can read anymore.
Maybe
You can read?
teachers, classroom.
Dang, you didn't hear it? Dang.
What'd you say?
I said
Did
you
you say
could
you could
read.
Taylor beats me all the time.
That was really mean, actually. Owie.
Okay, so a control group for this.
What?
A control group for this could be something like a pre-test on reading,
On what test? On reading test.
Results on.
or we could use a completely different method.
How did you know that a pretest would be good?
So that you can see where they started and if they improved.
Uh,
After
Oh,
using
okay,
one
I
of the
thought
methods.
Disimproved.
Hashtag the spelling pretest that I failed.
Ew.
What's the word?
I hope they can hear that on the video.
Got Mars.
I don't know if you
That
can or
doesn't
not.
sound very intelligent.
Somebody will have to go back and listen and
Okay,
find
well,
out.
there's a word that's like it.
What time is it approximately on your
No,
screen
not
recording?
do you know? It's different.
Combat.
No. What's the word that
114.
I'm
But you can't see that on the screen. so.
I see that.
No.
Digress.
Alright, so
I digress. What's not?
I feel like I have less room now than I did. Okay.
I also kind of feel that way. Not gonna lie.
Randomly, we're gonna make this work. Split teachers
Wow. Okay.
What?
and students in half.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh.
Did you know you could have a half a student?
I did not.
It's half of me.
It's a ratio.
Yeah, my mind
A
is
ratio?
somewhere, but my body is sitting here. But I'm not.
One group does phonics. One word recognition.
Taylor, your head's in the way.
I'm trying to get this to fit.
I got it. I'm trying with you.
Thanks, Taylor.
She
Okay,
can
my
do
W
that.
is like a triple U, but that's
Did
okay.
you watch the movie? Don't look up.
Not yet. Should I watch it?
It's a very long movie, but it's good.
It's like.
I don't.
Sarah.
I hate long movies.
Is it like a?
I can't sit
series, the
still
one
for more
that
than
watched
like
it
20
together?
minutes, anyways.
Is that better, Maddie? Is that better
Yeah,
for
it's
you?
good.
Have you, like, do you know sometimes I move in my seat?
Why can I go back up?
It's bad.
I literally just wrote spelled teacher.
All right.
Can I go back up?
So how we're gonna do this? We're gonna allow teachers
Can I go back up?
It's
to
actually
teach their method.
swallow.
Just like, I'll just.
Then compare results.
I'll have the.
You know what happens if they just got a better teacher? Like, does that make sense?
Well, larking variable. Variable.
Thought I could bearable.
All right. There is one factor, which is going to be the reading program. There are 2 levels. Phonics and word recognition.
Oh man.
It's like the sounding out of words, like
So thus there are 2 treatments. 1 times 2 is equal to 2.
Taylor.
And then the response variable is growth in reading.
No, because she's over there.
Oh my goodness! Yesterday, someone posted something on the Instagram, and they've been like the same height for a long time. I don't have Instagram, but they posted it in our volleyball chat.
I feel like this is coming back to me
No,
somehow.
it's not you, but the girl is like the same height she's always been. I think she's shorter than you. And someone says like her it was like 3 years ago that she took the picture, and she said what changed, and someone on our volleyball team said obviously not your height.
Oh, that's
On her Instagram.
It's a little salty.
Oh no. That sounds like a song. I don't know.
My.
Oh, look at it. It fit. I don't know if I can read it again, but it fit.
My writing is so crooked right now, y'all. Don't even.
I'm not even.
Is that like the example book? I'm not feeling that.
Well, it's homework, so you don't have to be feeling it. It's just happening.
Why does it say 1 plus 2 equals 3?
Actually, you know what? That's okay because I get to do it on my fancy Apple Pencil now. So it's kind of fun.
I'm still writing. On number 2.
Sometimes it really scares me when things like do stuff.
Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay.
I wonder, would you like grade it extra nice if it's in the pretty periwinkle color? Or...
That's so good. You get to write notes or you get to write do your. You get to. What?
What are you trying to do? Your brain is spastic sometimes.
You get to do your brain.
Wait.
Wait.
I need to hold water for a second.
Jeez.
But like lock fingers.
You get to do your brain. Okay. Oh, now I don't remember what I was.
That's the color I'm writing in. Well, slightly better.
You get to do your homework in colors, not just pencil.
Yeah,
And it's not like you're writing in pen.
1.
Wow.
it's true.
Do you want to do your homework in pens, Maddie?
No. I'm gonna make mistakes.
Get those are fancy erasable pens. Actually, no, don't, because remember they
They
fall
don't
with
do
water.
good things. They're bad.
What time? We don't have time to start working on this.
I'm not doing this right now.
This
We're only
is
get like
mine.
half a problem done.
No.
Today's Wednesday night.
But-
you
This
can't.
is AP.
Yeah, technically it can be, but I'm not going to do that to you. But
You have time in class to do it or no?
How do you spell your whole
you're not really going to have time in class, no, because we're going to go over the questions because you have a quiz on Friday.
M-A-D?
Oh, I love
Already?
that.
So, yeah, because this is the last thing in this chapter, this unit.
So what's going to be on this quiz?
Just this chapter.
Thank the Lord. I'm like, I don't remember anything that we did.
Yeah, you
So,
have to.
we're going to do the review questions tomorrow, and then whatever's left after that, like, you'll have time to...
Okay, usually I understand
Do
stuff,
stuff.
but like I don't understand what happened.
It'll just come with doing the examples and just, like,
Okay.
figuring stuff out.
Cause like I'm not gonna lie, this whole day people have been saying things and trying to teach me stuff, but I don't